Hey, 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 hey. Metaphiles. I'm Zach.
I'm Jay.
It's episode something or other. And we are the podcast that talks to you. Never has that been more true than today.
Never.
We talk about the we, the world, and the why of a topic every week.
That's true.
We do it not because we want to, because we like to.
It's true.
And I'm starting the timer. What? But Zach, you didn't even say what the topic was yet.
What? Hold up. You didn't say what the topic was yet.
No, I did not.
It could be anything.
There's a reason why. And Jay, it could be anything. We're experimenting. It's an experimental episode today. You know this.
Yeah.
You already saw, if you're watching, or if you looked at it, that the official topic of this episode is TBD. Now, those three letters, they don't spell anything. TBD.
It's not a word, no.
No, they are an acronym.
That's right.
To be determined is what TBD stands for.
No.
Totally being decided.
To be decided, not to be determined. No.
I think both are correct. By the way, we're a two-mic podcast again.
Hell yeah! I can get really close to the mic.
And I can get really close to the mic, too, and I can whisper into the mic. And Jay can't hear what I'm saying, but you can hear what I'm saying. And I think it's to be determined. It's usually the correct way to say it. Now, what does this mean? It means we don't know what the topic is.
No?
We're going to prattle until we've decided found it.
Cameras.
Could be.
Oh.
No, but it could be that. And here's the thing. When we found it, then that's the topic. This is not a topicless episode.
Don't think it's a topicless episode.
No. If you are someone who would skip an episode where there's no topic, don't do that. There is a topic. We just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. Hey, babe, take your topic off.
Stripping. It's not. That's not the topic, but it could be. You get it? So, the timer's already going. But you know what? In fact, I'm going to reset the timer. That was 3 minutes of explaining what it is. Now it's 20 minutes. And we better fucking find a topic within 20 minutes, or else what are we going to do for the research?
You better fucking find a topic. What are we going to do for the research?
I don't know. We don't know the topic yet, but we're going to find it out. But until then, we're just going to chit-chat.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm like feeling amped up.
Yeah, me too.
By the experiment. Yeah. I did want to ask you something.
What's up?
I'm not gonna get another dog. But if I had another dog, a different dog, that was not Little Garbage Pail.
But you're not gonna get another.
I'm not. But if Little Garbage Pail was not in the picture.
But he is.
Yes. But now he's not.
He's not?
Well, yes. But the important thing is, if I got a new dog...
But you don't want to get a new dog.
I don't. But if I did, if I got a dog and I didn't have, if I didn't have
a dog.
if I didn't have a dog and I got a dog,
You do have a dog.
yeah. Okay, I just got a new dog, and
You
it's my
did?
first one.
Where is it?
It's at the. They're cleaning it,
Oh, okay.
but
You can get them cheaper
yeah,
if they're
it's a
lightly used.
refurbished. Folks, we don't even know what the topic is yet. Now,
we don't even know what the topic is yet.
this shit's wild. If I was to name a dog Ack,
Yeah. Uh huh.
would that be bad to the dog? I love the idea of it being Zach and Ack. That's so fun. But
Yeah.
then anytime anybody's talking to me, Ack is going to think that they're saying its name.
Mm-hmm.
And would that be cruel to the dog? Zach and Ack. But then if you said, hey, Zach, Ack will be like, huh? And get nothing.
Yeah, I think it'd be cruel to the dog. I think the dog is going to be thinking that to some degree, whether it's their name or not. You know?
That life is cruel?
Yeah. They don't understand that. But it's more like the tone of your voice and your intention than it is. So let's do a little experiment.
Okay. Who am I?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going
Okay.
to like...
Should I be paying attention to you?
No.
Okay,
No.
when the experiment starts, I'm not paying attention to you.
Correct. Let's start.
I'm reading a book about fly fishing.
Ha!
Huh?
See? I didn't even have to say her name. I just went, ha!
Huh?
Huh?
You know about this fly fishing?
Huh?
Huh?
How do people do that?
Huh? Fly fishing? I don't know anything about it. We could learn, perhaps.
I've always been interested in how it's actually done because
Yeah.
I've done regular fishing.
Yeah.
You know? What is that?
That was supposed to be the sound of the fish biting the bait.
Fish
Let me
needs...
do it again. Tell me if this sounds like a fish biting on some bait.
Mm-mm. Sounds like a fish throwing up bait.
Can fish throw up?
Yeah. Yeah. Sharks throw up their whole stomachs if they feel like it.
I heard about that. I feel like I heard about that on this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And camels do it too.
That's right.
Yeah. I am learning on this show.
That's good.
Uh,
It's good to learn something on this show.
so, okay, we mean to the dog. I had one more thing.
Sure.
We got so close. I think what fly fishing is you make this elaborate decoy fly that rests on the surface of the water, and the fish are supposed to come up and get it. I think.
Yeah, but then they don't have a reel. It's just like the string is just...
Yank it.
Wow.
People were fishing before they could go like that to it. You just yank it.
You just gotta yank it.
You gotta yank it.
Okay.
Now you crank it. Back then you yanked it.
I don't know. I still crank it pretty often.
That, but then it's a penis, but that is doing something. We don't know what the topic is.
Penises.
Penises and me.
Why penises? Nah.
No. That's
Topic
one.
remains elusive.
That's one we have to really put the work into. I was at a a bar that also serves food. I was sitting at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting next to two strangers.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the bathroom and I came back and they had in front of them a delicious looking giant slab of bread pudding.
Wow.
And it was so nicely arranged on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the back had really done a nice job. And I just spotted it as I was sitting down, and I said, wow, that's quite a presentation there. And they said, yeah, it's bread pudding. We're excited about it. I returned to my drink and stared silently. Stared forward.
Uh-huh.
But then I had to put my hand on my face to cover the beginnings of a laughter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because it occurred to me. It was really making me laugh, and it still is. If I had said, wow, that's quite a presentation, they said, oh, yes, it's bread pudding, we're really excited about it. If I had said, can I have some?
Uh-huh.
It's so funny. If I, a complete stranger, was just like, it looks great.
And they're like enthusiastic about it. Can I have some?
Can I have some?
Wow.
It was a big slab. They could have afforded to give some of it up. But now I'm sitting at the bar. It's really cracking myself up. I had to look at my phone to pretend I was looking at something funny.
Oh my gosh.
Just how horrified they'd be.
Yeah, oh man.
Because, I mean, they seemed like very nice people. I said, that's quite a presentation, and they were happy to engage with me.
Yeah, being friendly, excited about their bread pudding.
Yeah, they were doing everything right.
Can I have some?
Can I have some? How would you react?
I would say, no, sorry. It's this amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend it. You should buy it. And then take a big, huge mouthful.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if I was like, oh, I'll just take a tiny sliver. You won't even notice it's gone.
I don't know. I would consider maybe, because we've all learned about geopolitics. And, when a nation goes back on its stance after making a statement, it appears weak to the other nations of the world.
Yeah.
Who will then immediately launch nuclear missiles and destroy everyone in that country.
And I would launch a nuclear missile that is me grabbing the spoon they're not using from the napkin and launching that nuclear missile right into that bread pudding.
Put in the launch codes.
And I would have just taken a little sliver. And I say to them, I would have taken a little sliver, but then I picked the whole slab up on
I was going to just try a single bite. Now I'm going to eat all of it.
You were being rude, and now I'm taking the whole thing.
You're rude. I'm eating all of this.
And then I take the whole bread pudding. I go back to the bathroom, eat it in there so they can't get me.
Uh-huh. Wow. I don't know. It makes me think really the best thing is to simply not interact with anybody you don't know.
Yeah. They didn't know how close they were to complete destruction.
Yeah. Wow.
Because that bread pudding did look good, and I did want some of it.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You give people a crumb, they want the whole bread pudding.
Mm-hmm. Do you like bread pudding?
I can't quite remember the last time I had bread pudding. I like stuffing, and what's the damn difference? Is there a difference?
Well, bread pudding is sweet.
How sweet?
Well, that's what I like about it, is that it's a subtle sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dessert.
I like that.
You eat it, and you certainly are aware that you're eating a dessert, but it's light.
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, well, we got to go back to this bar, and we'll get some.
Hi, we do a podcast and we like some bread pudding, please.
Yeah. I was here earlier, a few weeks earlier, and I saw some people eating your bread pudding, and I wanted to ask them if I could have some. Can I have some?
That's a fun way to order food from now on.
Yeah.
Can I have a hamburger? You're just in the drive-thru. I want a hamburger.
Your hamburgers look good. Can I have one?
Can I have one? Put the ball in their court.
Yeah. So is bread pudding the topic?
No.
Okay.
No.
I definitely have more I could say about it. Because you look at bread pudding, and to look at it, you'd think, this is mushy bread. It's going to be gross. But somehow they pulled that shit off.
Is it baked after being puddinged?
I don't know the process.
Do they like twice, like a twice baked potato? How about that for the topic? Twice baked potatoes.
We're just going to jump straight from bread pudding to twice baked potatoes?
Yeah. Fine.
Well,
fuck you.
I mean, but we know the process of twice baked potatoes. They bake it, then they bake it again.
You think that's how they do it?
Yeah. Do they bake it more than that?
Anyways, man, forget it.
Okay. Well, we won't learn how bread pudding is made. We don't have time. If that's not the topic, we don't have time to explore it any further. We're still floating adrift out here.
I like food topics, and I like food.
Yeah.
How about boats floating adrift? Let's talk about boats.
No.
Okay.
Floating, though.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not good at it. Like floating on your back, my legs always go down. And then once my legs sink, then all the rest of me sinks too. I never cracked
I'm
it.
sick egg. Yeah, I don't know.
What do? Do you have to fill your stomach up with air so you become buoyant?
Yeah. You don't have to like hold your breath. You can just breathe mostly normally, but just keep air in your lungs longer than you would normally. Take deeper, fuller breaths and that kind of breathe out quicker and breathe back in.
But what about
quicker.
the legs conundrum that I discussed?
The legs follow the tummy.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's certainly true when I'm heading towards a Taco Bell.
Yeah. No, it's if your tummy's floating, your legs are floating.
Whoa! Where are we going? Oh, okay. Then I go up to Taco Bell and say, "You have Mexican food here? Can I have some?"
Just a guy walks up, stomach first, into the rrestaurant.
Yeah.
Can I have a taco?
His gut bumps into the counter.
Oh.
And his legs catch up. He says, "Oh, I guess like chalupa."
Yeah. Counters.
Hmm.
There's a little bit more to counters than when you might think at first.
Let's try it on for size,
All
Jay.
right,
Hit me
fine.
with some counter talk.
What's your favorite height for a counter? Too low, in the middle, or higher than normal?
My favorite height is if it's too low.
Yeah?
If I consider it to be too low, I think that's just right.
Sure. some people might.
Well, probably right about where this table is in relation to my arms and butt.
I would count that as too high for a counter. Because I'm thinking like, I do a lot of chopping, a lot of cooking.
Well, I mean, are we discussing a standing counter or a sitting counter?
Any counter. It has to be at a comfortable arm angle. So if you're standing next to a counter, if it's this high, almost anything you're to be doing on this counter is just a little too, because your elbows have to do a little work to get your get your arms where they can move as freely as if your elbows were just simply at your side.
You chop with your elbows.
No, but where your elbow is, your hand is. The legs follow the tummy, and the hand follows the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to chop like this.
I'm
not going to chop like this.
When you're chopping, is it mostly fingers, wrist, elbow, or shoulder? What's?
I would say.
Let's say that you're
elbow.
chopping onion.
Yeah, I would say elbow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's all elbow.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like my wrist isn't moving at all.
Yeah, elbow. I just ran a simulation. And elbow.
Ran it through the program.
Uh-huh.
Wow, elbows.
Elbows. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's quite good.
Let's do elbows.
I think the topic is elbows.
We found it.
Great.
All right. Do you like elbows?
I do like elbows. I like being able to move only half my arm at a time.
Yeah. What if you didn't have elbows?
You would just...
Yeah.
It all would be that.
Let's see if we can get this bad boy off the ground, huh? Off to the side.
Oh, you're trying to lift the table?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at us go. I am so glad we're doing this. Oh. And that's elbows and us.
Has anything bad ever happened to your elbows?
I hit my funny bone. Didn't like that.
Oof. Do you have a memory of hitting your funny bone where it, like, especially specifically was like emergency levels of pain?
Yeah. And frankly, I'm feeling that pain in my brain right now. I also had a weird thing where I would, this happened enough times that I noted that it was a thing. Anytime I hit my funny bone once, I was pretty much guaranteed to hit it again within a few months, but only twice. It didn't stack. But anytime I would hit my funny bone, a few months later I would hit it again for like years. I was also hitting it a lot more back then. Doesn't seem like it happens now. You know what I mean?
So whenever you hit your funny bone, it would happen again.
Yeah.
Wow.
In multiple instances.
You've hit your funny bone multiple times?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, at least twice. Have you not?
I hit it. It seems that, maybe it's gone now. I don't know if mine funny bone is gone. It's just lost its sense of humor. Grew up and was like,
well, you put
this
away
shit isn't
childish
funny
things.
anymore. Yeah. I really can't even remember the last time I hit it, and I was like, oh, I hit my funny bone. I seriously can't even fucking remember.
I can't either. I think we did outgrow it.
Or we just...
Knock on fucking wood, because I don't
fucking
ever want that to happen again, much less happen twice.
Yeah. Maybe we just beat the shit out of it until it just got completely desensitized.
That might be it. And also, we have made it so that our whole body is our funny bone. And that's in constant pain, of course. But, yeah. You know that thing where Houdini died because he was like, anybody can punch me in the stomach and I love it. And then a guy punched him in the stomach. He wasn't ready for it and it killed him. Did you know this?
No.
This is 100% true. Or at least, like, it's the legend.
He said, anybody can punch me in the stomach and I love it.
He didn't say I love it. But he had a standing thing where he would... Houdini was really famous. And everybody knew this about him, I guess. That he was like, anybody can punch me in the stomach whenever they want. If you see me on the street, me, Harry Houdini, come up, punch me in the stomach.
Wow.
And it'll be fine. which is such fucking weird.
How many Harry Houdini lookalikes were like, that motherfucker needs to release another statement?
First I get put in a tank filling with water, and now this. I'm trying to get to the bank. Yeah, he was like, you know, he could get out of a straitjacket and stuff, but then I guess also he was like just kind of a macho asshole who was like, yeah, punch me in the stomach, it's fine, I don't care. I'm Houdini.
Wow.
I'm a Houdini. Then a guy did it and he wasn't ready and it killed him.
Wow. His own hubris.
Yeah.
Led to his demise.
But I'm going to go ahead and say anybody that wants to can come up and try and hit me on the funny bone.
Wow.
No. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
You really want to open yourself up to 10 to 15 people at any point coming up and hitting you in the elbow?
10 to 15 people throughout the course of my life, you
Yeah.
mean? Because that's how many people.
You don't want that.
I don't. Because if it's 10, 15 people, I'm probably going to end up hurting my funny bone at least 30 times because it's going to happen again a few months later.
Oh, yeah. It's the curse of the funny bone. It happens to me.
The curse of the funny bone. I curse ye. That thing you don't like will happen one extra time. And that's it.
That's this guy speaking. He put the curse on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's our prop for this week. If you can't see it,
get really close to the screen.
Get very, very close.
You'll be able to see him.
Do you like elbows?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Welcome to Layup Plays. This is the part of the podcast where I come up with a podcast idea that might be better than this podcast. Potentially. This week it's going to be called Podtroversy. Hey, I'm your host, Jason. Welcome to Podtroversy. Our guest today is Zach. He says that whenever he's hit on the funny bone, it happens again months later. So Zach, explain this to us.
It's true and it's real. It happened to me.
Ooh. Uh-huh. So why do you think that happens to you, not just everybody? Don't you think like everybody has a funny bone that probably happens like pretty often?
I think most
to
people.
them too?
I think most people.
Excuse me, I wasn't done with my question, but you can speak now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's the crowd. I'm just like.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and put the ooh on there and the who's on there.
Okay. What if something happens that's both?
I'll hit them both at the same time. I'm asking the questions here. Answer it.
It's true and it's real. It happened to me. I think most people are born without the funny bone. They're actually aliens in disguise. And I'm one of the only guys that's a real guy.
What?
And my arm hurts.
Wow.
Is that?
Well, Zach, we actually today have your brother backstage. Why don't you come on out? Ooh. He says, Zach's brother, so you claim that you saw Zach hit his funny bone and it didn't get hit again for years later. Only one hit.
He hit his funny bone against a countertop that was too low.
Go on.
He didn't.
Zach, quiet, let him talk.
I'm sorry. And he didn't need to do it. He did it on purpose. He did it to himself.
He did it to himself.
And only one time. And I asked him, hey, why'd you do that? And he said, I want to get on Podtroversy.
Ooh.
It's true. It happened to me.
Zach, is that true? Are you going to deny that in front of all these people?
The countertop, I liked that it was too low, and I wanted to explore the countertop. My elbows are very sensitive, so I like to touch things with my elbows. I like to just get a feel for them.
Ooh. Everybody here can tell you're lying.
This is a nice microphone to me.
This is the first time you've touched anything with your elbow since you got here.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
Since I got here, I was running my elbows.
Since you got here, there hasn't been a true thing said. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, get him.
So, Zach, is there something you want to say to your brother and the audience here?
We're waiting. I just want everybody to know that
Go ahead.
I am not lying.
Okay, well, we actually have a presentation here from our scientists that are on the show showing that after careful analysis of your elbows, it was only hit once.
As we can see here from the angle of the elbow in relation to the angle of the countertop, it would be nearly impossible to have hit this countertop with the elbow on accident.
It was simply too high.
It was simply too high, and the elbows were simply too low. And please stop booing us. We are scientists. Please.
All right, get the fuck off, scientists. We're
feelings.
done. We're done with you. All right. So, Zach, I mean, you don't really have any ground to stand on. You don't even have elbows to lean on. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Is there a ha sound?
Yeah, we'll put that one over here.
Ha.
But I'm asking the questions.
Can I still keep the fruit that was in the green room?
No. We'll see you guys next week. We have another guest named...
Can I keep the orange?
Get him off the stage!
Can I keep one
Get him off the stage!
You got oranges. Can I
No,
have
don't fight him. No, you're his brother. Don't fight him.
Can I have
They're
one?
fighting. They're fighting.
Hey, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Please do not. Oh.
All right. We'll see you next week. We're gonna have a person named Corey on. He believes that pickles will cause the apocalypse. We'll see you then. That's it. That's Podtroversy. It's like a Jerry Springer.
Yeah, it got really chaotic.
Yeah. That Zach guy was full of shit.
Totally full of shit. Nobody's an alien
They
in
called-
disguise. That's ridiculous.
They called him out on that shit too. They were like, mm-mm.
I really would have liked to have heard Corey's voice. It's a shame.
There's
a shame
a preview.
that it was that episode. There is?
Preview next week. It's starting now. It's after the commercial.
Oh.
Pickles are gonna cause the apocalypse. I'm sure of it. I'm so damn sure. Pickles are gonna cause the apocalypse.
This is my brother, Lori. He thinks so too. We're brothers that get along and think the same way, unlike previous brother guests he may have had.
Pickles are gonna cause the apocalypse.
That's our dad, Snorri.
Next week.
Wow, I'm so glad there was a preview.
Yeah.
That seemed like a great episode. I would tune into that one.
Yeah. Think about it deeply.
We're talking elbows. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and we know what the topic is now. It's elbows.
When the eyes of a ranger are upon you. When you're in Texas, look behind you. That's where a ranger's gonna be.
Remember Walker, Texas Rangers elbows?
He slapped some shit into people
Yeah.
with them elbows.
Couple fucking pythons.
Yeah. Old Chuck.
There is a movie called Ong Bak.
Yeah.
I believe it's Thai.
Mm-hmm.
Thai action movie.
No, Jet Li. Not Thai. I don't know.
Hey.
I really am not a big fight movie person.
You never Jackie Chan?
Okay, when I was young, Jackie Chan movies were family friendly, very entertaining. type of movie to watch. Because you know what? That's more of a stunt movie
Yeah.
than a fight movie.
He's almost like... He is a great fighter, but he's almost more like a Charlie Chaplin, if you really get down to it.
He really is. It's true. Buster Keaton. Too, yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
Buster Keaton.
I love Jackie Chan movies, and then somebody lent me Ong Bak because of that. And Ong Bak, he was all elbows.
Yeah.
He would jump really up high and then come down on you with his elbow, and you would be needing some ice because you'd be sore.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ong Bak wins.
And he never hit his fucking funny bone. How does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Not one time.
You know
You
how...
stopped in the middle of a karate movie? Oh, my funny bone.
And Jackie Chan would do that. He'd go, oh. That's a prime Jackie Chan move.
It's true.
And in the end
Give him the old hurt face, Jackie.
Oh. I hope it's okay for me to do that impression of that very specific person. I think it is. You know, at
If
the
not,
end of the
let's
Jackie... Huh?
have your apology on the fact, just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
At the end of the Jackie Chan movies, there would always be the bloopers, and it was just him, like, legitimately getting hurt. He, like, broke his foot every single
Destroying
time.
his body.
Yeah. He basically never made a movie without breaking his foot, and then he'd have to wear a big fake shoe that was actually a cast.
It's like, just start out with a big fake shoe.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just do that?
Yeah. Have a movie called The Big-Footed Warrior.
I can fight really good. I have a really big foot, but that's immaterial.
Yeah. My feet are huge, but I don't want any trouble. They should have done that with Ong Bak, but just have him go...
You should make a martial arts movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's every guy at one point in his life has said that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to learn some stuff about elbows, but we could also plot out a movie, my Kung Fu movie. So...
Skip Kung Fu.
Okay. So we're going to be doing the research live. That's part of the experiment.
Oh.
So we'll start with elbow news.
It's probably some MMA stuff.
I bet you're right. The internet is slow.
Another,
please,
of course it is.
Please hold.
Of course. Another thing that every guy has said at some point, I really should become an MMA fighter.
Now that I would have no interest in. Because I would lose the fight. Very first thing. One championship. Definitely an MMA guy. Elbows from Hell. Jonathan Haggerty versus Joseph Lasiri. Full fight. 22 hours ago. Do you know who either of those guys are? Do you know how good their who's got the best elbows in MMA?
Truly don't know. I don't think many people still use elbows in MMA. They don't really end fights, except through injuries.
Yeah.
And even then, you got the cut guy there, and I think they're like really good these days at stopping bleeding. I don't think many people use elbows. I don't know. I'm not a huge MMA guy.
In my movie,
Yeah.
there's going to be a cut guy too.
Hmm.
His job's going to be to yell "cut" at the end of the scene, and I won't get hurt. I mean, I might. I won't get hurt because I'm gonna be the big-footed warrior.
You're gonna be the director and the star, so you'd be like, all right, action, start the fight, and then
Cut.
yeah, as soon as the punch is like almost like cut.
Cut.
Sorry. Let's do it again. Let's try it again. No cut. All right, I'll just punch you this one. You don't punch at all. Action.
It's an action movie where nobody is fighting except the main character. But he's somehow still the good guy, even though he's just beating the shit out of people who aren't like instigating it in any way.
That's a transcending the medium type of fight movie right there.
Yeah, it's a fight movie where the guy is just a bully. It's
Ong Bak if it was the dude from The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
And everybody was just also for The Big Lebowski.
Yeah. It's like
everybody just got punched.
It's like when Jackie Chan says, "I don't want any trouble," except this guy's saying, like, "You are in trouble with me. You're in trouble with me." Punch.
The mafia bosses are like, "It's really okay. Just don't do it again." It's like, nope. This is trouble.
Just don't do it again. Here at the Mafia, we have a, like, once is okay.
Yeah, you don't have to pay. We have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, several punches, several kicks from giant feet wearing giant shoes.
Hell yeah. Great.
And I clean up the city. But my methods are unsound.
Well, you know, they say violence is uncalled for. Violence should be the last resort. Maybe violence needs to be the first resort sometimes.
In a fight movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's learn some more about elbows, but I don't want to learn about the anatomy of them.
We've already learned so much.
How can we learn about elbows without learning about anatomy of elbows? Because that's boring.
Ask Google, what's the weirdest use for an elbow?
Okay.
It'll come up with something.
It will. I'm going to do where I talk to it. What's the weirdest use for an elbow? NPR.org says that in sports, elbows can be dangerous. YouTube says women have weird elbows. Okay, YouTube. Jeez. Reddit wants to know, do you ever got computer elbow? That's from r/graphic design.
Wow. Google has gotten so much worse. Am I the only one that notices that?
Harvard Health says, give praise to the elbow. No.
Every time it bumps into something, oh, I hurt really bad.
Quora asks, do you think your elbows look weird?
Oh, yeah, Val Kilmer, he's got a weird little bulb elbow.
He does?
It goes, it's like, let's just have it.
Let's see it on the fact tube.
That's what it's here for.
Oh.
Yeah.
I miss Val Kilmer. Don't you miss Val Kilmer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We didn't know how good we had it. I really miss Val Kilmer.
And his elbow.
Yeah. Remember when he toured the country as Mark Twain?
I'm sorry?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, Val Kilmer...
Did he do like a play or something?
He did a one-man show where he was Mark Twain. He toured the country with it. We're gonna find out about that.
He could look like Mark Twain with the hair, get up with a beard the right way. I could see that.
He could look like anybody.
I don't know about that.
Are people gonna feel cheated that they're learning about this instead of more about elbows? You think?
Are people gonna feel tweeted? I don't care how they feel.
Because this episode isn't a topicless episode. We just didn't know it was about elbows until we knew it was about elbows. No. So I'm going back to NPR.org. However, the internet is still slow. So we'll get there. I hadn't factored for that aspect of the experiment.
Well, you know what? We can team up and double up on our phones.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you look up some stuff about elbows too.
Well, I'm going to ask, where does the term elbow grease come from?
Oh, great.
I've never noticed any grease on my elbows.
No, one of the least greasy parts of the body, in fact.
It's safely removed from grease contact in the majority of situations.
Hey, here's something NPR wants us to remember about our elbows. It's you can sneeze on it.
I have no thoughts or response to that.
Elbows are the new hands, as one comedian said.
Elbows are the new hands?
Yeah, they don't give the rest of the context for that. I want to see if I can find the end of that joke. So, this is the episode where we look at our phones. But it's for content. That's loading. How you have not made it, huh?
How about elbow macaroni, huh?
Yeah. It's okay.
The term elbow grease is an idiom that refers to the physical effort required to complete a difficult task, such as cleaning or polishing. The phrase was first used in print in 1672 by English poet and politician Andrew Marvell in a satirical book about the English Parliament. Marvell wrote, 2 or 3 brawny fellows in a corner, with mere ink and elbow grease, do more harm than 100 systemical divines with their sweaty preaching.
Funny book.
That was a gut buster.
That guy's a fucking... We should have him on the show. Elbow bumps are the new handshake.
Ugh.
ABC News reports.
That shit's so dumb.
It's not good.
It's just like, why do you... Just don't even... I can't... I don't know. It's like...
I'm with you. Hey, illusionoftheyear.com has an article about an elbow illusion. Let's try it out. Here's what we do. Move your finger slowly along a person's forearm from the wrist towards the elbow crook. Eyes closed, the person will anticipate touch in the elbow crook. This illusory anticipation may rest on our experience of tactile velocities that are usually much faster and make us believe we feel touch at a body location not yet reached.
I'm so lonely.
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Tell me when you think I'm touching the crook.
My huge bicep? Now.
I just passed it. I was right there.
Yeah. Oh, we're all the way there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you missed it.
Yeah, I didn't feel shit. That doesn't work.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Maybe you didn't do it fast enough.
Now.
I just started touching you.
No, I know that, but then the second one was real. Now.
It was like right there.
Ah, damn.
I think that's the dumbest. That shit's not
Cool.
That person should get a checkup at a doctor.
Let's learn about a different illusion of a different year. What year would you like to find out? It goes back to 2005.
1999. 2007.
Okay. The 2007 finalists for Illusion of the Year, now currently loading. The Leaning Tower is one. The Illusory Contoured Tilting Pyramid. Bouncing
Sounds
brains.
like when my wife tries to bake a cake. Just
Swimmers, eels, and other gradient illusions. Hey.
What is this shit?
I don't know.
I'm not learning anything.
Me neither. We got to get back to elbows.
How many elbows are there on the planet?
How many elbows are there on the planet Earth?
Which planet? Earth!
Now loading. It took me to elbow Wikipedia. But we can figure this out. How many people? How many people? How many people live on the planet Earth? As of January 1st, 2024, the world's estimated population is 8,019,876,189. Okay? So, let's assume that let's assume that 1 million people don't have 2 elbows.
Pretty optimistic view, I think. What about people with multiple elbows?
That's true. So we'll keep it at the number they gave me. We'll assume that people with extra elbows make up for people with less elbows. So we're going to time that by 2.
Hey Google, how many elbows are in the world, but if it was 2 worlds and the people with multiple elbows counterbalance the people who are missing elbows, even both elbows, how many people would that be if it was double? How many elbows?
Breaking elbows alert. There are 6
Oh no.
16039752378 elbows. 16039752378.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Wow, I'm learning now.
We are learning so much about elbows. What's the most What's the most elbows?
Hey Google. Just like a Google search off my like shut up.
What's the most elbows one person had?
Ooh, good one. Good one.
Quora asks, what is the most deadly punch, elbow, kicks, or knee in a street fight? We already know it's a kick from the big-footed warrior.
Hey Google, how many people have done the most deadly kick, punch, or knee in a street fight with multiple elbows? And is it more than the people who don't have any elbows?
Why do so many fighters not have elbows? EA Sports UFC Reddit wants to know.
Yeah, I wondered that.
How many elbows did the guy have who had the most elbows on his body?
On planet Earth.
On planet Earth. Oh, I wasn't recording. What's the most elbows one person had on their body? Please hold. Oh, it added please hold to my search.
You have to say go Google after you are done asking a question. Go Google.
I don't have to do anything. Woody Harrelson regrets a performance so much that he said, "I wanted to tear my own head off." That's we might not learn about that, but
what the fuck was the performance?
do you want to find out?
Yeah.
Cora asks, how many percentage of people are there in the world that can lick their own elbows? Can you do it? I can't. Can you?
No, I can't. I already know. I tried earlier.
Okay. But we didn't know this was going to be the topic. He was doing that for his own reasons. Don't think we're faking it. Is elbow the strongest bone in your body?
Is elbow strongest bone in your body?
That's really how it's written. That was not my editorializing. We're going to definitely read this article. As soon as it loads.
How many elbows does a spider have on a spider?
16?
16.
Come on. Okay, here we go. Is elbow the strongest bone in your body? Elbow is the joint where your upper arm and forearm connect and is made up of 3 bones, the radius, ulna, and humerus. According to many experts, the elbows are among the strongest joints in the human body because they can deliver strikes that are even more powerful than punches and kicks. Did you just rust pull with your elbow?
No, I just punched it normally.
Oh, can we get a... Yeah. You must have heard about elbow strikes and their potential power. Let us find out the answer to the question, is elbow the strongest bone in your body? And if so, can it undergo fractures and injuries? We're going to learn if an elbow can be injured in this article. About elbows. Gee whiz. Okay, here's the fucking table of contents for this article. We're not going to have time to get through the whole thing. This person really put the work in. Here's a table of context. About elbows. Types of bones and articulation in elbows. What makes elbows so powerful and strong? Did you know elbow strikes are more powerful than punching and kicking? That's one of the chapter titles. How much force does an elbow strike contain? Can your elbows undergo fractures? Elbow fractures and their symptoms. Diagnosis of an elbow fracture. Treatment options for an elbow fracture. Non-surgical treatment. Surgical treatment. Ending notes. FAQs. There's 3 FAQs. Is an elbow strike more powerful than a punch? Yes.
Yes.
Which is harder, knee or the elbow? I'm gonna guess elbow. What is the weakest bone in your body? All the bones that aren't elbow.
It's like a big elbow, you know. The elbow lobby wrote that.
Oh, I thought you meant a physically big elbow. Should the big-footed warrior also have very big elbows?
Why don't they make gloves for your elbows?
That's a good thought.
Why don't they do that?
Yeah. There's absolutely no such thing as padding for the elbow, and there really should be.
Yeah. Why don't they make like elbow balm for your elbows?
Elbow balm.
Mm-hmm. Elbow pillows.
Elbow pillows. I mean, I'm resting mine right here, right now. I would love it if I had a little cushion on either one of those.
Just like... Mm-hmm.
The timer is done. We learned a lot.
I have to like think about everything that we learned.
Yeah, think about it. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back on Metaphile's elbows. Cut! Starting the timer. We're talking about why elbows.
I'm watching them. So is our little fella here. He's got 2 very strong elbows.
Yeah, this is the prop
tiny.
this week. He's an angry little fish man. His elbows are great. I'm going to tap one. It's kind of sharp. I'm going to tap the other one. It's kind of sharp.
It's a pretty cutting insult. He's an angry little fish man.
Well, but in this case, that would not be an insult. I think he's great. He was selected to be the prop this week. We don't just give that out willy-nilly.
Yeah. We spend a arduous process involving spreadsheets in many hours.
Months in advance.
That's right.
We don't just see a fake gun sitting around down here and decide willy-nilly. Just using that again. Willy-nilly is an elbows term? I don't know. It seems that it would be.
That says willy-nilly.
Yeah.
It's like sign language for willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Why?
I bet the elbow is used for sign language more than we know, because we don't know how much.
I really know nothing about sign language.
Same. Maybe that'll be an episode someday. Could happen. We're doing one about elbows right now, so.
Why do we have elbows?
Yeah. Most animals don't.
I didn't ask for elbows.
No. I didn't ask to have elbows, Mom.
He's just going through a phase. You know, he's a teenager. He's very angry.
I'm going to my
emotional.
room and rest my arms straight at my side.
He doesn't like that he has elbows. Just don't mention elbows or anything.
I don't want to grow up to be like you. I'm not going to throw darts or stir a pot. I don't want to do any of those things. I want to make my own way. So,
You're tearing me apart.
see you later. I'm going to my room. Can you get the doorknob for me, please?
Wow. It's his elbows. You have to brush his teeth and everything.
What if we had hands in the crooks? Extra ones.
Whoa.
Is that good?
Well, clearly nature judged that it was not good.
Yeah. I have some notes for nature.
You know, there's probably plenty of shit that Mother Nature hasn't fucking caught up on yet.
Uh-huh.
Then maybe we should have hands where on the inside of our elbows. And maybe
We need to use our hands at least twice as much now as when we were...
I was about to say, maybe shit in the world that humans interact with, it could actually be pretty damn beneficial to just have the extra damn elbows.
Yeah, I mean...
Drive 2 cars at the same time?
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm typing away.
Yeah.
And I still have this hand free.
You have 4 different Tinder accounts going at the same time, and you're just swiping. You're on a date with a girl and you're still doing it.
Well,
'cause you
I
have
have
long sleeves
I
on.
can have those hands. Yes, I wore long sleeves to the date.
Do you have phones in that sweater?
No, baby, I'm paying complete attention to you, as you can see. Tell me more about your job. This is what I do when I listen on a date. Oh yeah, that's really interesting.
The waiter. Here's your food. Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Can I have some? Wait, what?
Thanks, can I have some?
Sorry, what was yours? What was
Oh,
your
he just
reaction?
grabs it with his. Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
Mm.
Didn't translate.
Oh,
Didn't
waiters.
translate visually.
Waiters would love it.
I guess it's not really that hard to carry a bunch of plates on your
Well,
arm.
I mean, you do see waiters do the thing where they go from here to here, but now they
Yeah.
could go from here to here to here. Whoa!
Oh my god.
I'll be right back. Now they could go from here to here to here. To here to here to here.
Mm-hmm.
That's every plate in the jam joint.
Mm-hmm. And they could be heat proof. Because, they're always like, it's super hot, look out. I don't know. I'm just going off the rails. Give me an inch, I'll take a mile. Give me elbow hands.
Show you a bread pudding. Most animals do not get to have elbows, and we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Normally I trust when you say some shit like this, but you didn't do the research.
Mm.
So I don't know if you're just saying that.
Well, name an animal, and I'll tell you if it has an elbow, and we'll see how long that takes. Okay, tough guy?
Danny DeVito.
That
He's
guy
the
is
animal.
He's an animal.
Spiders, man, they don't have elbows.
I don't think so. Horse?
Oh, wait, I'm trying to name one that does have elbows?
Either way. I'm going to look right.
No. I win.
Okay.
I win.
So why Danny DeVito? No.
I think we're in the weeds big time.
Yeah. But I want to go back to my earlier statement,
Okay.
and you can choose to believe this or not, but most animals don't get to have elbows, and we do. We do.
Hmm.
Monkeys do.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it.
I think you're right. I think there's things that could be considered elbows.
A dog comes close.
Well, they're anatomically classified differently. It's different. It's a different structure.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah. Wow.
I
this
would
is just
never.
blowing my mind.
I would never want to see a dog hit its funny bone.
Maybe they do. Dogs aren't very expressive.
Yeah.
In terms of, well, again, into the weeds. Why do we have fucking elbows?
Right.
Why do we have any joints?
It's to climb trees better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does a sloth have an elbow?
I think it does.
And it climbs trees.
I don't know. But anyways, yeah.
Squirrels have them. They climb trees.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I think elbows are for climbing trees.
I agree.
Up top.
No, I don't. Elbow 5?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk more about the big-footed, big-elbowed master.
Who's that?
Me. In my silver screen debut.
Right.
We know that I use my incredible fighting prowess to clean the city up from the grip of the mafia.
Mm-hmm.
The nice fellas.
Yeah.
But there's got to be more to it than that. Was I born with giant feet and elbows, or did I achieve them through training?
You were born with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom could tell you.
So what's the villain of elbows?
Do you think there was ever a baby that was coming out and used its elbow and was like, "Hey, hold on, I'm not done in there," and hooked in using its elbow?
No.
Like, hey, I've got some stuff I'm finishing up.
I don't think so.
Probably not, I guess. Yeah, probably not. Okay, that's fine. What's what? Did you ask what the villain is of the elbow?
Yeah.
The funny bone, probably.
The
call is coming from inside the house.
Inappropriate counter heights, perhaps the villain?
I don't think there's any counter height that I couldn't get my elbows onto if I tried hard enough. It could even be like an inch off the ground and I could do it.
Yeah. It would... Yeah.
You don't think the funny bone is a good villain for the elbow? It's living
I think
inside
it
of it,
is.
and it's its ultimate like betrayer. It's the funny bone is the Judas of the elbow.
Yeah. The funny bone is the Judas of the elbow. No, you're right. You're right. That's the best one.
Yeah. Okay. What's the lesson? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna wait.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I win.
No matter who wins, you lose. Because you don't get a lesson this episode.
Damn.
And maybe the lesson is that people shouldn't fight. And they should just get along. Is that it?
That's easier for you to say. You want to have elbows, Mom.
You should have been around when it was the knees.
Yeah, I don't know.
The lesson is that we should get along.
Yeah, because elbows are the most powerful strike,
Yeah,
even amongst punches and kickers.
they're
kicks.
big. They're big and strong and kickers.
Punches, punches and kickers.
He was punches and kickers me.
Even amongst such powerful strikes, it's the most powerful.
Nothing is as big and strong as elbow. And so the lesson is that we should get along?
No. No, that's a lesson. You're right.
It is?
Yeah.
We did it, everybody! We did it. With the most basic fucking something nobody could argue with.
Well, yeah, I think I get into the weeds too much, and I try to think too deeply about things
Yeah.
for no real gain or purpose.
Well, we are deep thinkers on this show. Elbows are in pine wood.
You can't
They're great.
get the ball down the lane without an elbow up in the pine wood.
Maybe that's why elbows too is for bowling. Climb a tree, throw a ball. Sometimes bowling, sometimes other.
Sometimes fly fish,
before.
yank. And sometimes
Yes.
crank.
Sometimes yank, sometimes crank. Before we threw a bowling ball, we threw a rock at a saber-toothed tiger. Probably. That's probably how we got the idea. We didn't cover that in our bowling episode, I don't think.
The curveball, the slider, the slow ball.
Yes,
That's how we learned to do that stuff. You got to get
the sweetie pie.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to strike them big cats out.
Gotta. They don't have elbows and they're so pissed. The animals that try to eat a human, it's probably jealousy.
Here's the sound of a fastball flying past a saber-toothed tiger into a catcher's mitt. It's a spot.
Elbows twist, and so
Ooh.
does this episode. And what is the twist?
The twist is the jiu-jitsu armbar.
Mm.
That'll be the elbow twist.
And you can now demonstrate.
On this guy?
On me. And that was accomplished using the elbow of the finger, the knuckle. We have so many things on our body that bend.
Mm-hmm. Virtually all of it.
Yeah. Even this right here.
Yeah.
We're just full of elbows.
When you really think about it, you're just like a big elbow. That's all you are.
Yeah.
It's just like one big elbow from top to bottom.
One big elbow with a bunch of different little elbows.
Yeah, we get older, elbows all get bigger.
We get older, our elbows stay the same age.
That's an elbow.
That's an elbow. This right here is an elbow.
That's right.
Even the elbow is
Hey, move your
something
body.
of
That's an elbow. That's right.
Even the humble elbow is an elbow. Elbow macaroni, not my favorite of the pastas. I could lose it forever and not really think about it.
Elbow macaroni can get fucked.
Yeah.
I hate it. I really do.
Give me a macaroni that's like a farfalle.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm having dinner.
Here comes the four-handed waiter with 15 plates of farfalle.
Farfalle over here, farfalle over here, farfalle over here, farfalle over here.
It's hot. Look out. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Let's have that on the fact too.
Let's have that. Hey, do I have time to do one of my classic rants?
Go ahead.
I'm at the restaurant and they're always telling me the plate's hot. Be careful, the plate's too hot. But how come they don't tell me when the plate's cold? I got a salad. My fingertips were cold.
Oh! You gonna tell me it's cold?
I can't know that it's cold.
The delivery with that voice really made that work.
Thanks. That was another one of my classic rants.
Welcome back to Zach's Classic Rants.
Featuring all your favorite rants.
Now that's what I call rants.
Yes.
All your favorite rants on one compact disc.
What? How come?
How come what?
I was trying to think of another rant that would be on now. That's what I call rants. But once I get the rant out of me, I really feel like I've said everything there is to say about it. So I can't really remember the old ones because I've that the book is closed on that. The solution was discovered and explained clearly. I get it out of my. I get it out of there.
That's very healthy. That's good.
That's why I'm so glad that the compilation now that's what I call rants is out there.
Yeah.
So that everybody can have the solutions to all these problems.
You've said so far you have one rant.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other ones.
You're gonna make me go on a rant.
Do it.
No, I'm good. That was a great fucking topic.
Yeah, and the topic is concluded, and now we go back to what this episode is, which was TBD. You're right.
Or to be decided.
And sure, and it was. We got there. We figured out what the topic was. It was elbows, and we talked all about elbows.
No, it wasn't. Ooh.
Did we get the sound of the Tinder swiping on there?
No. No.
That's a shame. You just have to go back and watch it again. I think it was very fun to find the topic on the way. I enjoyed the TBD experiment very much.
Me too.
I think we're going to do it again someday.
Someday soon.
When are we going to do it? TBD. TBD. Hey, when are we going to do it again? TBD.
Oh, it's TBD. That's all I got.
Yeah. Normally, we would clink our mugs against our mugs.
Yeah.
But I think for this very special episode, we should clink our mugs against our own elbows when we say the thing.
Agreed.
Or each other's elbows. Which do you think is better?
Our elbows.
Our own. Okay, sound off in the comments. Which one do you think would have been better? That we do it on our own elbows or that we do it on each other's elbows?
You can, just leave the comment that says Jason's right. Just comment, Jason's right. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and what that'll mean, of course, is that Jason sits to the right of me when we're recording it. Stage right, I think. And that's, of course, what that will mean.
Type in the comments, hey guys, thanks for watching. Type in the comments, that's not true. And the truth is that Jason's right. And don't type in the comments that it means that Type in the comments that it doesn't mean that Jason is on the right side of the show. Just type that. Thanks for watching.
This is the part of the sign off that I say.
This is the part of something I say.
But also, I was right.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Comment everything that Zach
Just go ahead.
says is wrong.
Just go ahead and leave a comment that says that I was right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
So. Hello there. It's almost the end of the show, but not quite. I'm Zach Caffrey,
I'm Jason Ford.
and you just watched the episode of Metaphiles that you watched, and now you're seeing this, and it's the part where we say, it's like us, subscribe to us, comment about it,
Get on our shit.
get on it, build a little community with us. You're all a part of it. It's a nice little world we have here.
It's just a big ball of liking and subscribing and comments.
And it's wonderful to do. And you like doing it. You do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
And this week, why not make a comment about bye.
Bye-bye.
Metaphiles.